All right, so social media marketing for real estate, trust me, I've gone down the gamut of all of them, from the TikToks, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, everything. What I'm gonna do is, instead of learning a little bit of this, a little bit of that, we've actually learned how to tie all social media platforms together. The biggest misconception is that you can just take content from one platform and put it on all the rest and it'll just work. At the end of the day, you've got to know a few things. All these platforms are different. You've got to do them a little bit differently. And my whole goal is to give you basically our playbook, how we leverage all of them, but how you can use each one individually so that you can start getting people reaching out to you. Content marketing. We do not want to use ads and pay money. All you're doing is placing your content in front of people who do not want it. I get it. There's retargeting, there's marketing, remarketing and all that stuff. But when you understand these algorithms, they do all the work for you. They place stuff in front of people most likely to view your content if you do it correctly and organically. So I'm going to give you our entire playbook of social media marketing and how you can use it for your real estate business. And if you want to learn that, we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the Channel Junkies. In this channel, we teach real estate professionals exactly how to blow up their brand, their business with social media and YouTube. If that's the information you want, make sure you tap that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. All right, so I've got a few things labeled right now, and what I'm going to be doing is kind of going through all these different platforms and giving you a playbook, an answer to what you can do on these platforms starting today. So to start out, you can see I've got the Facebook, the Instagram, and TikTok. Yes, they're three completely different platforms. Facebook is more of just your content, your posts. There's going to be a lot more writing involved. Instagram obviously is your pictures, and TikTok is a little bit of jiving. But they are all great measures for social media marketing if used correctly. The problem is, a lot of times what we're doing with these is we're just talking about ourselves, and we're talking about being a realtor, and we're documenting our process, and we're doing shops and restaurants and interviews, and it just does not work. So what should you be looking for in these platforms? Number one, when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, your posts, first of all, need to be content marketing. So you need to be answering consumers' questions. So one is content marketing, okay? So what that is, I just told you the definition is answering the consumer's questions. So no longer should your Instagram pictures, posts, or your Facebook posts be, "Hi, my name's Jackson Wilkie, your local realtor," or "Hey, look at me in my open house," or "Hey, typical day in the life of me as a realtor." That doesn't answer anybody's questions. Nobody cares. If somebody's going to go buy a new house, they don't care what you do day to day. They want answers, right? They're going and they're consuming this everywhere. They're going to Pinterest, they're going to Google, they're going to YouTube to get answers. So you just going out there and talking about yourself and your open houses doesn't do anything. We see it, thousands of them. You may have heard of people getting a reach out or two, but it's nothing that's scalable. You want to be able to answer questions. So from now on, whenever you open up a post, you're going to answer a question, okay? So answer. Hey, during the pandemic and COVID, you started working from home. Your spouse did too. You're shoulder to shoulder. You ran out of space. You probably are wondering, hey, is there any houses out there that I can get into that may have a spare office or an extra bedroom? But this market's so crazy right now. How the heck can I even get into it or even afford it? Well, in this video or in this post, I'm going to give you the 7 things that I helped past clients do that exact thing. So that right there, oh my gosh, for people who are thinking that exactly, they're going to read that, okay? They're going to read it at length. What do these algorithms do that no other marketers or anybody teaches? They sit there and they study. How long are people on these pictures? Are they engaging with it? Are they clicking with it? And so when people start actually reading that question, that concern, or they hear you in the video open up and talk about that, it's going to capture their attention longer. What that does is it goes out and finds people just like them because of their search habits, and places your organic content in front of them. That's why I hate paying for things and remarketing, because you're just slamming all this crap in front of people just hoping it sticks, and it really doesn't. People can fight me on that all they want, but we're building $100 million real estate businesses with organic content by using the algorithms. So answer questions. So the next thing you need to know with really the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, it's gonna be consistency. So the problem is when we start doing social media marketing, we kind of do it for a couple days or we get really hot. We'll just do post, 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 post. And then you kind of feel like you're getting annoying and people like don't engage with it and you get like one like and you stop. So you really need to start getting consistent. And with that, I would really start opening up. Find some keyword research tools, TubeBuddy, keywords everywhere, whatever you got to do, and start just lining out about 20 to 30 questions. That'll line you out for the month. So if you just have a quick question that people are asking, hey, how to sell a house for top money or whatever you want to do, you need to have those questions and you open up the video with that. So that's what you're going to do next is consistent posts. That's a T. I did this too. I tried a couple platforms first and foremost, and then I would try it really hard, and then I would like pull off. And then I would try this one. And I have actually read some studies. It takes up to 17 to 19 different contexts, different times that your content hits people for them to actually really start engaging with it. So it does take a while. And again, we're going to just start doing random content all over. But if you can start content marketing, which is answering the questions that people have. I get off these phone calls with agents every day. They're like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, well, have you helped 3 clients in the last month? Well, yeah. What was their story? Why did they move into that neighborhood? Hey, you've been thinking about, you're having a kid, you're having a new kid, or maybe you're having your 3rd kid and you need to find a bigger, more open space, but you cannot afford some of these highly desired areas. Well, there's 2 or 3 pocket neighborhoods in this city where I'm seeing new construction homes that have that 4th and 5th bedroom, but yet the prices are $50,000 to $200,000 less. If you want to learn those areas, stay tuned. Doesn't that make a lot more sense than, hey, this is Jackson, your local realtor. If you or your uncle or your sister are thinking about selling their house, call me. That's what we hear every day. That's not using the platform. So now what we're going to do is transition this platform right here, the TikToks and especially the Instagram with the Instagram Reels. I am hearing it every day. All this short form content is an absolute must for realtors. I kind of think it's hogwash, but I do feel there is viable ways that you can leverage the short form content to get them to the long form. So if you are posting every single day to these short form content reels and TikToks, then you need to be, again, content marketing. So with the TikToks and the Instagram reels, what my number one goal with those to do would be driving them to another platform where you have long form content answering questions. So what I would do, you're going to take TikTok, Instagram, and you're going to push them to a blog, to YouTube, to a podcast. You only get, 15, 30 seconds on these reels. You only get a little bit of time on these TikToks where people are watching it. And so if you're just dancing around and doing stuff, I get it. You're going to get a lot of followers, but you've got to understand followers do not equate business. I heard the top TikTok realtor, he has 1.5 million followers, and he was asked just blatantly, well, I can't believe that everybody's hoorah on him. And they're like, well, how much business do you get? And he's like, oh, well, I get some deals from it for sure, but I just, I get them to other platforms to where they get more of my content, and we run really highly targeted Facebook ads. That was a guy with 1.5 million followers. Now, I hear it from realtors. I get deals from TikTok. Then that's amazing. I love it. Is it scalable? Is it growable? Is it something that is just going to continue to grow and be placed out there? That's what I'm not sure of, and that's the one thing that really has me bothered with it, is that you've got to do 3-5 of these videos every day, and they're there one day and gone the next. When I do my TikTok stuff, it takes off and then it flatlines. Now, I understand sometimes they can get there and they can still go. I hear it every day with YouTube Shorts. Should I be doing Shorts? I have an incredible stat that shows why long-form content's better, but these platforms right here are amazing to drive them to somewhere where they can get to know you a little bit more. So when they're reading your entire blog, they're earning trust. When they're watching your 20, 30-minute YouTube video, they really start learning and trusting you. They get to know your personality. If you're doing just one of these, I think you're leaving so much business on the table by not getting them somewhere with more importance and somewhere where they can actually learn something. So The TikToks and the Instagrams, again, they're amazing. And I use them for just short form content. In fact, what I'm typically using my Instagram and TikTok for is a personality, a personal brand. Because maybe they've seen me on YouTube or they find a blog or something, then they kind of go and search me out and they get to know just who I am. I'm a family man, you know, I live in certain areas, whatever, and that's kind of what attracts them. But I'm not getting just cold reach outs from my Instagram reels. I'm not getting cold reach outs from, you know, the TikToks like I am obviously in YouTube, where we're getting thousands and thousands of them. So with Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, you've got to start opening these videos, number one, with content marketing. So what I want to do is move right over here to Pinterest and blog, because now I'm hearing it every day. Jackson, I don't even know what to say on these videos. I don't know what to do. You're just never going to catch me do videos. And you'll hear the marketers out there go, you have to do video. You have to. You must do it. It's the only way to survive. I love video. It's an amazing tool. But there's people out there who do not have the ability to get on camera and they don't know what to say. So the first thing is, if you do want to get on camera, this is what to say. Don't go out and do an interview with your local lender or your local restaurant. That stuff, nobody searches that, right? Don't go do a pizza review. Ain't nobody got time for that. You need to start answering questions. That will help you on video to start telling stories. But if you are not going to do video, or maybe you're going to do video and you still want to go in the world of blogging and Pinterest, because hey, 50% of the world likes to read, 50% likes watching videos, I get it. So we live in these ones as well. Blogging obviously has a little bit more competition. There's tons of blogs out there, but Google has come out and they're starting to read timestamps. They're starting to want fresh, new content. So Cindy Lou from 1987, who has a market update blog in your, or a top 5 neighborhood blog in your on Google for your city, you can go in there and start doing fresh content. It's these. The reason I love this stuff is because it's the long-term play. You've got to be consistent. You've got to keep doing it. Once these algorithms start figuring you out, that's when it really starts opening up your business. So with Pinterest and blogging, again, you can tie these together. So blogging, again, you're gonna want to do keyword research, which if you blog, you already know this, but you're gonna want to start answering questions of your city. What it's like to live there, top 7 suburbs, 15 things you must know, 10 reasons you would never want to live in this city, and really start opening up videos like blogs like that. And from there, once you do the keyword research, you'll write those blogs, okay? So you're gonna do your keyword research, which is basically people are trying to figure out what it's like to live in your city, or 7 reasons why you should or should not sell your house in such city, right? Do your keyword research, write that blog, and from there, you can pull out pins. And from there, you're gonna use Canva, or PicMonkey to make these pins. They already have the templates in there. And so you can go to the Canva, to PicMonkey, pick the template, and now you can take some copy from your blog, and then you make these really cool pins. And we have 30 to 50,000 active pinners on our boards every month. You can go see it. I'm not making this stuff up. Living in Portland, Oregon is our Pinterest board, and that is driving massive, and I mean massive amounts of traffic right here, all the way up to our blog, which is our personal website. Our personal website has 100+ blogs. We actually take our YouTube video and we have a professional blog writer take that video and write it into a blog. Again, I like to dismay all the fakers out there. I heard it the other day in the clubhouse. This guy goes, you just go ahead and take a video that you shot, a 3-minute video about your city, and you're gonna transcribe that and put it up to Google because Google loves that. And I'm like, dude, you're so full of crap. That's what you're being sold out there, is a bunch of crap. A 3-minute video and then you transcribe it. Imagine reading just a 3-minute transcription of a video. It's not the way. You've read good blogs. You have an H1 header, you've got amazing picture or a video, you've got a hook right in that blog. It's gonna hammer you. And so when you're on websites and looking and you see that blog and it's got 3-4 lines right there and you read it, you're like, I have to read that blog. That's what it really needs to be. Again, I told you from the beginning, when you master all of these platforms organically by keeping people on, it views how long did they scroll through that blog, how far did they scroll, did they click on anything else. That is really going to dictate your success. It has nothing to do with how good you can write. You've got to make sure it's catchy. So what we do is we take all of these Canva and PicMonkey, these pins, and we put our blog in our website in there, and then it drives people to our website. Now they're going on there and they can either read our blogs, which every single YouTube video we have is embedded into that blog. So cost of living in Portland, Oregon. Then we have cost of living of Portland, Oregon blog, the YouTube video, the blog, and the pin. So the good news is with algorithms, if someone's on Pinterest and finds our pin, they're clicking, they're looking at it, YouTube, Google, all of those platforms now just picked up on that. They're going to wake up tomorrow and boom, my YouTube video is in front of them. I don't pay a dime. I hate spending money. I hate spending money on ads and putting it in front of people who don't want it, because the whole goal, if you watch The Social Dilemma, especially on Netflix, you'll know they want you on these platforms. So organic wins. But you can go and start creating these simple pins with verbiage, drive them to a website, boom, you've got all the blogs, you've got information there that people can contact you. It works. We get lots and lots of business. We have separate phone numbers for this than we do, and you don't even see my YouTube down here yet because, well, that's everything. That's where we get everything, so we'll talk about that. But we track how many leads come in from Pinterest and the website. It's crazy amounts. So it's just another way. Podcast right here. So this is something we do. We have 1,704 downloads in the past 6 months on our podcast. It's not a lot. You think about these major podcasts, you got millions. But that's 1,700 downloads of people wanting to know what it's like to live, work, eat, sleep, play in Portland, Oregon. We get calls all the time, separate number. Hey, was listening to your podcast, because a lot of these people don't have time to read or watch these videos, but they will put in ample amounts of time while driving or working, listening to podcasts. So we are capturing people where they're searching and they want the content. Again, that's why I'm a huge proponent of all of the SEO stuff over the short form content, because when's the last time you made a huge purchasing decision? Not a $15 toilet brush. I'm talking like buy a new MacBook, buy a new car, buy some new golf clubs, buy, something expensive, a new house, and a 10-second video is what you bought it from. You don't. When I go buy a $150 golf wedge, I watch like 3 months of videos. I try and watch all these comparison videos. I want to hear from people I relate to, and then I make that decision. So the 10, 15, 30-second videos, it just doesn't do it for people making life-changing decisions. They want to really do some ample research. So I am heavy on do these short form content marketing, but also, hey, if you want long form or you want a lot more information about this, selling your home, moving to Portland, whatever it is, I have a whole YouTube channel. I have a whole blog about it, right? That makes a lot more sense. So using these to drive over. Podcasting was something that I started transcribing all my videos, and even just hopping on and talking 10, 15 minutes about current events and things that were going on. I don't really like talking about the real estate market because people don't care about that. They want more like informative information. Knowing that the market went up 6.13% in the last month, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hit me right here. But answering questions of, hey, where the hell do you move in Portland, Oregon right now with the freaking market so insane? I know you got $150,000 equity built into your house, but where do you go? That's what we're going to be talking about. A couple tips, things you can really look at if that's a goal of yours, right? That hits people hard. That hits them right in the feelers. That makes them relate. And again, that's when your stuff starts getting recommended in front of people most likely to watch. So podcasting, again, you're going to content market. You do not want to do just market updates. Nobody is searching that. I don't know one friend or family member or anybody who's ever said, what is the Portland market? Oh my gosh, the Portland market is this. I have to buy a house. No, it's an urge. It's like that day. It's a new job. It's a move, relocate. It's just whatever it is, something. And they're doing mass research. So what we're doing with the podcast is I'm taking the king ding-a-ling, transcribing those videos. I put a little bump on the beginning and end and just, I kind of just tee up the video of what I'm doing. So now once I have this YouTube video, I actually am having a blog be written with the exact same title. I take the YouTube video and I embed it in that blog. From that blog, we actually take some pins out of the blog and we do a couple hundred pins a month. And we put that to Pinterest, and then from there I take the YouTube video and I transcribe that. I just take the audio, so when I have the video edited, I have the video, and then you can actually save the video, and then you go there and you save just MP3 audio file. Now I have that. I put like a little intro, outro on it, and it's going. We're getting tons of leads from the podcast, so I'm doing this first, the king, transcribing to the blog, turning that into pins and podcast. I do not, I'll be brutally honest, take this and put it anywhere here. I'm not a fan of it, and here's the number one reason why. This gets taught over and over and over, and it's the most false statement you will hear when it comes to your social media marketing. That you can take, YouTube videos or blogs and put it onto your Facebook and Instagram. Think about this, okay? It is so wrong. If I want somebody to know the 5 things when moving to Portland, Oregon, then why would I go to my Facebook and Instagram when all of my friends, family members, dog sitters, whatever are on there, they already live in Portland? They're not going to watch it. They may click on it just to help me, but didn't I just talk about it a little bit ago that Google, YouTube, all of these social platforms, they sit there and they watch, they time. How long were you on this post? So my dad, my sister, 7,000 other realtors, because that's what you do and what I did, we posted to real estate groups. My YouTube video about 5 things you need to know in Portland. That is collecting all of the wrong data. We want long average view durations and very high click-through rates, and that's from YouTube to Pinterest to blogging to we want people on there. That's what gets us recommended. But at the end of the day, if we're slamming our content in front of the wrong people all day long, well, then that is getting these algorithms tricked, and it's getting them the wrong information. So it's never going to know who should I place this video in front of. So I actually partner with agents all across the country, and I go shoot these YouTube videos. And my number one thing I say is do not share this on your Facebook or Instagram. The second you do my YouTube videos, the second you do, our partnership is done, because I've seen it. I watch it. When I first started, that's what every other marketer and realtor taught you. You got to share it across all, and even TubeBuddy tells you to. It's false. I spoke at VidFest with all the top YouTubers there, and I said, this is wrong. It does not work. Unless you have a Facebook group that is 100% people that are wanting your information. It's 1,000 people who are moving to Portland and they've never moved there yet and they want to know the 5 things, then maybe that works. But that's not what we do as real estate agents. All our friends on Facebook are family members, friends, and other realtors, and it's tricking the algorithms. So you want to make sure it's all organic. It's painful to watch. It's going to take you weeks, if not months, to really gain traction. But when you do, it goes whoop, and it takes off. It explodes and erupts. That's why my YouTube channels are suggested in browse featured channels now, because I allow the algorithm to kick in. It goes out and finds people most likely to watch my content. I make 15, 20, even 40-minute videos, and YouTube goes, oh my gosh, the average view duration of this video is 11 to 15 minutes. Well, the average view duration is longer than all of these other videos are in totality. So yeah, we're gonna go throw this video in front of thousands and thousands of people who are clicking and learning about Houston or Montana, because this video keeps them on the platform for the longest, and we can feed advertisements to them. That's how you win at the end game. So if you're going to take anything away from all of this today, no matter the platform that you use, you've got to open up with content marketing. You got to get to your ideal audience. It's going to take consistency right here. Be consistent with your questions, with your message, with content marketing, and do not give up. It may take 6 months, but once these algorithms really kick in, and once you start getting feedback from people, hey, I saw your Facebook, or hey, I saw your TikTok on answering the 7 things you need to know before moving here. I love that. Then you know, oh my gosh, okay, that stuff's working. I need to start diving in more on that. I study my data, my analytics every day, so I don't make this stuff up. What gets taught to us realtors is a bunch of garbage where they don't do it. There's other people out there that teach YouTube for real estate, and they don't even have real estate YouTube channels. They're not understanding the algorithms. They're not understanding what people truly want, and they're making things up. I love the data analytics, and if you're going to do social media marketing, you've got to get obsessed with where people are coming in from, what kind of posts, what things are getting more engagement. Double down on that, triple down. Once you do it once, doesn't mean you can't ever do it again. Hammer it, hammer it. You're getting new eyeballs every single day, sometimes thousands, and they want that new content. So last but not least, I don't care what platform you use for social media, you've got to start instilling calls to action. That means you need to tell people you love working with them. You thinking about selling, your house, that's what we open up with. No, you got to go, I've just helped 3 people move in this market. Craziest market. It was hard to do. They wanted to get out, but there's really no inventory. But with our successful marketing plan and what we did, we got 3 people into a new home in this market. That's what I'm going to be teaching you. Hey, what's up? This is Jackson Wilkie, your local real estate agent, or hey, this is Jackson Wilkie right here in Houston, Texas. If this is your first time to this channel, so I'm really going in and I'm telling them, hooking them out of the gate. I content market. That allows me to get my calls to action. Hey, we get dozens of people reaching out every day who are moving and relocating here. We absolutely love it. Or, we're getting 10 reach outs a day about how we're getting clients locally to sell their house and into that new home. If that's what you want, man, reach out to us any day, night, weekend. We got your back when trying to buy or sell. But if you open with that, they're gone. If you hook them, give them what they want, then they'll be there. Social media going forward is not billboards and placing in advertisements and spending money. It is organic, 1,000%. But make sure when you're doing some of this shorter stuff, you are driving them. Hey, you want more of this information? Go here. Hey, you want more of this information? Go here. Hey, you want more of this information? Go here. That is what people want. So that is exactly how you dominate social media for real estate. We are partnering with agents all across the country and out of this country, helping them not only build their business through social media and these free platforms, but also scaling and growing teams and stepping out of production. We're doing it very quickly. We absolutely love it. Reach out to me, shoot me an email, day, nights, weekends, if you want to learn about partnering with us. And so my email is down in the description below. It's jackson@realagentnow.com so that you can get a hold of me and just have the conversation. Hey, what's this partnering thing all about? Reach out to me about that. These are the videos that are popping up right now that will help you explode on YouTube, build your business, your own personal brand. Start clicking on those and you will be well on your way. Until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.